In this video, I will show you how to add age verification to your Wix website quickly and easily. So when your customers land on your website, they can come in here and they can enter their date of birth. And if they are over the age of 18, it's then going to let them onto the website just like this. The first thing that we need to do is open up Elfsight. This is the tool that we will be using to build the widget, and I've linked it in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and it will take you straight over to this page. This link also ensures that everything connects properly when we embed it. From here, just enter your email into this box to sign up for free, and then on this next page, create your password. Just like that, we are signed up and ready to go. Okay, so from here, once we are signed up to Elfsight, the widget that we are looking for is age verification. So to find this, we can just go right to the top to this search widgets bar right here, click in and just search for age. And right here, we can see the age verification widget. So we can go ahead and select this, and it's now going to ask us to choose from one of these templates. It doesn't really matter which template you choose. Like, you might find a template in here that fits your business the best. If you do, then you can absolutely choose that one. But keep in mind that this is all completely customizable. The text, the way that people can verify their age, the images, the colors, everything like this is completely customizable. So just go ahead and select one, and then we can click continue with this template. And the first thing that we are going to set up before we go and customize this is how people are actually going to verify their age. So the first thing that we can do is set the minimum age. Is this going to be 18 or 21? Then we can choose the verification method. So are we going to get people to input their entire date of birth? Do we just need them to put the year of birth? Or can they just click yes or no? Of course, this text at the top will need to be changed if this is just yes or no, because this doesn't make sense. But we could change this to be, are you over the age of 21? So we just go ahead and we can select that right there. We can then choose if we want to remember the visitor and how long we remember them for to prevent them from having to put this in again if they leave and come back to the website. We can then go ahead and choose what happens if somebody's underage. So we can either show them a message that says you're not old enough to view this content. For example, if I type in 2020, just 2020, and we click on enter, as you can see, it says you're not old enough to view this content. So we can change this message. Or alternatively, we can just kick them off the website. We can maybe take them to Google or something. We'll just grab the URL for Google, take them back to Google, or something like this. Then we can choose where do we want to display this. Do we want to display this on all pages, just the home page, on specific pages? And if this is a specific page, we just add pages. So we would just go to the product page on Wix, grab that URL, and we can paste it in here. And then we can choose what pages we want to display this on. So that is the settings right there. Next, we can go down to content, and this is where we can start editing the look of this. So we can choose the logo, of course, at the top. You can add your brand logo in here. We can choose what this message is going to say right here. And then, of course, the caption. This is where we want to change this if this is just yes or no. Then we can choose what is the submit button down here, what this is going to say. And we can also add a little bit of additional information at the bottom if you would like to, or we can just delete this. Then finally, we can go down to the appearance and we can choose the overlay background, which is going to be this right here. We can choose the pop-up background color, which I wouldn't recommend changing unless you have a specific theme for your website, because this nice dark background looks awesome. And then of course, we can choose the text color, the submit button color, and the font and things like this down here. Now, once we have this all set up and we are now ready to add this to our Wix website, all we have to do is click on this publish button. And then Elfsight will take us over to this page where we can now choose from one of these plans. The plan that I would recommend is this free plan, as this allows us to add the age verification to our site for free and get everything set up. And then later down the line, if you do want to go ahead and upgrade to one of these paid plans, if you want access to more widgets or more website views, you can upgrade to one of these at any time. But for now, just select the free plan. Once the free plan is selected, Elfsight is then going to give us this piece of code that we can use to add the age verification to our Wix website. So all we need to do is click on copy code right here, and then we can go over to the Wix editor. And once we are in the editor, we want to go to add elements right here. And the element that we want to add is under embed code. So select this, and it's this one right here, embed HTML. So we can add this to the site, and it's going to appear as this little box. So we want to make sure the HTML settings are set to code. And then in this box, we just paste in the code that we just copied. Then we can click on update. And in this box, we should now start to see our age verification show up. So what we want to do from here is just go to this button right here to stretch this. So we want to go to stretch and then stretch to full width. Then we just drag this up to the top and we can drag it and make sure this covers the entire top section, just like this. Once this does, and this is all now set up, we can go ahead and preview this on the website. And just like this, that is how you can add age verification to your Wix website.